So some big news for Surrey, or potentially big news. And if you don't think this is going to be potentially big news for Surrey, then I don't know, you're probably just one of those people who just hates Surrey just for the sake of hating Surrey. So City of Surrey to plan for new Waterfront Entertainment District next to the Patello Bridge, Patullo, however you want to pronounce it. And this would be amazing because the way this is sounding, it's kind of sounding like an Olympic Village type vibe in Vancouver, right? So if you check it out, this blue line is actually the SkyTrain station or the SkyTrain line. And then I believe this is supposed to be the bridge right here. And then underneath it, they're talking about this area labeled number 1 right here. This will be the, potential or the forecasted or the proposed Waterfront Entertainment District. So could Surrey's Fraser River waterfront around the Patello Bridge and SkyTrain Expo Line's Skybridge, which is currently a heavily industrialized area, be transformed into a lively entertainment district? Now, this area looks like shit, okay? If you ever drive down this area, in my opinion, this is the worst area in all of Surrey. But if they did something like this, in my opinion, this is exactly what Surrey needs. This is what Surrey's missing. Like, in my opinion, the biggest thing Surrey's missing is there's just really nothing to do in Surrey. Like, the big benefit of Surrey is you are dead smack in the middle of a bunch of places that have things to do, right? If you want to go have, nice restaurants, you can go to Langley. Langley has wineries and breweries. If you want to go to Vancouver, the SkyTrain is right there. But within Surrey, there really isn't much to do, right? That's what's missing. Amenities and things to do, right? So earlier this week, Surrey City Council approved the launch of a feasibility study. So this is not happening yet. They are going to see if it's feasible to have an entertainment district on the water in Surrey. And by the way, this area, this is why, I really like Surrey Central, because a lot of the development and the areas that the city of Surrey want to improve are all kind of situated in that city center area. And I think, one of the best people you can have as a partner in your investments is actually the city. So approve the launch of a feasibility study for the creation of such a unique waterfront district that could see uses such as entertainment, restaurants, retail, parks, and plazas. This would effectively create a memorable gateway into Surrey. I agree. We do think it'd be quite an exciting place in Surrey. Entertainment shops really create a landmark in Surrey, so we're excited to move forward on the plan for that, said Ron Gill, the general manager of planning and development for the city of Surrey. The feasibility studies planning area is roughly framed by the new Patello Bridge to the north, the South Fraser Perimeter Road to the east, Tanner Park Tannery Road to the south, and the Fraser River to the west. The area is directly across from downtown New Westminster and north of Fraser Surrey Docks. So the way I'm understanding it, if they had the SkyTrain line in that drawing there, I'm guessing it's kind of right in this pocket, is how I'm understanding. That's where the entertainment district is going to be. Unless that blue line is actually the bridge, then it would be a little bit closer right here. City staff noted that the study area is now larger than originally envisioned, stretching beyond the waterfront, beyond Brownsville Bar Park and Tannery Park, to also cover other lands owned by the municipal government, as well as the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, Canadian National Railway, and private entities. It does require a lot of coordination, so there's going to be a lot of players down there, continued Gill. According to the city, the Port Authority has indicated its desire for all of the land near the area's port sites to be designated for industrial activities only. Metro Vancouver is currently facing a growing shortage of land suitable for traditional industrial uses, which is true, with the port being one of the region's leading users of such land. As well, much of the region's protected industrial land base is situated within Surrey. I think just seeing that area start to pick up and perk up is really something that all the people, especially in that end of Surrey, will like. And having a better access to, or better looking access from the Patello Bridge is fabulous, and I completely agree. So here we go. So that blue line, I'll try to zoom in here, is the SkyTrain Expo line, as I showed you guys earlier. So yeah, basically right underneath where the SkyTrain is running, that is the proposed area that is going to be the new Waterfront Entertainment District. So that's the study area. So you have Waterfront District study area, Transit Village study area, which is number 2 right here. So yeah, I mean, this area right now, to be honest with you guys, is horrible. It's like the worst area in Surrey. It is just so unpleasing aesthetically, right? So It would be really nice if they did try to clean up this area. This would be freaking awesome, in my opinion. Some of Locke's predecessors have also previously floated the idea of a Ferris wheel attraction or even canals in the vicinity. The consideration of entertainment uses for Surrey's waterfront area south of the Presale Bridge comes full circle to the provincial government's proposal over 20 years ago to relocate the P&E from Hastings Park in Vancouver to this south of the Fraser site, a plan that was ultimately cancelled. So during the same public meeting this week, City Council also approved the nearby South Westminster Neighbourhood Concept Plan, which establishes a new transit village area around SkyTrain's Scott Road Station, immediately east of the envisioned Waterfront Entertainment District. It will enable intensified residential and commercial uses around Scott Road Station, aligning with the provincial government's transit-oriented area designation of this SkyTrain station. Oh, okay, I see. So this is a bit further back from the bridge that goes from the Presale Bridge. And I see what they're saying. Yeah, they're already trying to sell a high-rise in this area right now, but I don't know if it's going too well. It's very hard to sell concrete right now in Surrey. But yeah, okay, so that's interesting too. So for the sites close to the station, high-rise mixed-use towers will be permitted. Further out, transitionary mid-rise and low-rise mixed uses will be allowed to the east, and mixed employment uses for sites will be permitted to the south and west. The vision for South Westminster is to create a space where residents can live, work, and play within their neighborhood. Key components of the plan are the creation of a transit village that will provide quick and reliable rapid transit service for the community and a waterfront designation that would create a memorable gateway into Surrey. So I found a Reddit thread on this just to see what other Surrey people are saying about this. Yes, please, Surrey definitely needs more of this. Imagine how cool it would be if the entertainment waterfront had lights and big outdoor screens like Times Square, and then New West does the same across the river with mini ferries going back and forth for people to experience different venues uniquely available on each side without needing to drive across the bridge. So like stuff like this, I don't know if they're going to take it that far, but like that's the potential of something like this. And, I've always said that like Surrey's basically a blank canvas where they can, remake downtown Vancouver knowing what we know today that we didn't know back then, right? Because today amenities, right where you live are super important. And a lot of the stuff that was built in downtown Vancouver, sure, there's walkable amenities, but there's not like communities integrated in with like, a high rise or a low rise that you kind of get now further out into the valley where like you can walk outside and there's literally, a community, like a master plan community with, your low rise or high rise units, right? This is awesome. We need more entertainment districts around the city. With the next soon to be largest populated city in BC, having these attractions will draw people from all over the lower mainland. Surrey definitely needs to develop the waterfront and add some high density housing near there too. Somebody says it might be a flood zone. I don't know. It might be a flood zone. This seems wildly ill-advised and a waste of money. The land there is geologically unstable. Well, that's why they're going to do the feasibility study to see if it is or it isn't, right? But yeah, I think this would be freaking sweet for Surrey personally. Like if this works, it's feasible and they can do it, 100% they should do this. Because let's just say you live in Surrey, right? There's nothing you can do to go have like a day out within the city or, a night out within the city, right? Like if you live in Langley, you can make a whole day out of like going to the wineries and then, ending your day at, Cactus Club or something like that. Or even in Abbotsford, you can go to the wineries and then you can go to the breweries because there's several different breweries to choose from. Surrey doesn't really have any way for you to like spend your whole afternoon doing something. Right? So something like this would be amazing where you can like go have a drink and then go for a walk, down the waterfront or something like that. Or maybe try out a couple different bars here or kind of like an Olympic Village where you can go to like craft beer and then tap and barrel. And then you can kind of walk along that, seawall or whatever you want to call it there. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is good for Surrey? Do you think they're actually going to do it? Drop me a comment. Otherwise, like and subscribe. If you want to chat with me about buying or selling in Surrey or anywhere in the Fraser Valley, you can chat with me using a link down in my description. Appreciate you for being here. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'll make you moves to move you. Peace.